Thank you for staying with us. Now, Nigeria's chargé d'affaires to the United Nations says the country had a very impressive and positive outing at the 79th UN General Assembly. Moyo Thomas has details.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The 79th United Nations General Assembly is Nigeria's 63rd participation since it joined the UN in October of 1960. One of the major agitations of Nigeria is to be a permanent member of the Security Council, though Ambassador Itegboje says the negotiations are still on, but there are positive signs with other countries are also calling for the UN reforms.
Known as the intergovernmental negotiations on the reforms of the UN Security Council. That process has been on for more than 15 years. People don't know that. And Nigeria has been active in those negotiations. And what we press for is for the world to address the historical injustices which have been done to Africa.
Nigeria also engaged in some bilateral meetings that is yielding investment opportunities for the country in different economic sectors.
The Gates Foundation does not just deal on the issue of health, polio in Nigeria. They've gone into the areas of agriculture. A lot of conversations went around that, and there's a lot that the Gates Foundation wants to do in the area of agriculture.
He confirmed Nigeria took some decisive stands on issues of climate change and financial contributions towards achieving the SDGs.
We have set up the Loss and Damage Fund, which we are asking that developed countries should contribute to, so that developing countries can use those funds to adapt and mitigate the issues of climate change.
Nigeria also made proclamation on issues of illicit financial flows, which could help develop the country.
There is need for moratorium on debt, if not for debt forgiveness. We also have pronounced on the issues of illicit financial flows and the return of assets.
He concluded that Nigeria's voice was clearly heard by the world and duly recognized. The permanent members of the United Nations Security Council has the veto power to vote what action is needed to take against any country in cases of war. This is in order to achieve the peace that the United Nations stands for. Nigeria is aiming to be included in the Security Council as a giant of Africa. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, New York.